Well, John Smoltz in a Braves uniform, all kinds of success here at Fenway Park. Here's his first pitch in a Red Sox uniform at Fenway. And he misses for ball one. We're underway.
I'll tell you what, if I was John Smoltz tonight, I would be juiced up. Trying to get that fastball down is going to be a tough thing in the first inning.
This lifted foul off to the left and out of play. Adam Kennedy picked up by the Oakland A's and having a very good season, having a chance to play here on a regular basis. And at third base tonight for the A's was Eric Chavez, lost again for the season. And take a look at where Adam Kennedy was to begin this year. Of course, with the Cardinals organization released, ends up here with the A's and having a chance and making good. As he lines one into center field, a base hit to begin this top of the first inning for the A's.
Oh, all he's looking for is a fastball right there. That's all he's gotten. He knows that he's having trouble locating his fastball. He's all over this fastball right down the middle. Shoots that ball right back up the middle. Base hit center field. It's a big first inning for Smoltz. There's no getting around it. I don't care who you are. I don't care how long you've played. You're bound to be nervous. There's no doubt about it.
Just like that first inning in his first outing in Washington, which did not go well for John first time out, and hoping to have better success here tonight in this first inning. Runner takes off at first. Cabrera fouls it off, and Kennedy's got a return.
You know, Oakland's going to try anything to score runs. I mean, as you know, everybody knows they're last in the league in all these offensive categories, but they're going to try to do something. He did it right away, hit and run.
Oakland hitting at .240 as a team collectively, and that is last in the American League. Only the Padres in Major League Baseball have a lower batting average as a team. It's outside for ball one, 1-1. So offensively, they have not been good. Pitching wise, a 4.29 earned run average. That is 9th in the American League. And defensively, they are 11th. So not getting much hitting, not much in the pitching department, and the defense has been suspect.
That about covers it. That about covers it.
I mean, there's not a lot to go with there. I mean, it's they are 11 games back in the American League West behind the Angels and Rangers to start the night.
There's that slider. And he's going to have a lot of success tonight if he has this thing against right-handed hitters. See ya. That ball absolutely disappears.
So Kennedy at first, Cabrera with a count of 1-2. Starts and stops now. Chopper to short. Lugo to second for one. On to first, double play. Kennedy had started, then stopped at first. The Red Sox able to turn the double play, and there's two down in the first inning.
Boy, Smoltz gets away with a hanging breaking ball. It's such a bad hanger. I don't know how you get a ground ball with a hanging breaking ball, but he does. Easy double play ball by Cabrera.
So two down, bases empty, and Matt Holliday the batter.
It's kind of nice to go out there and get away with a bad pitch like that and turn it into a double play.
Key matchup is brought to you by Acura against John Smoltz. Good numbers for Matt Holliday. We're watching him crush home run after home run today during batting practice. He's not been able to take that into the game with him, unfortunately. He does have 8 home runs on the year, but you certainly expect much more for a guy like Matt Holliday. In the corner, and it's 1-1.
We saw a fighter right there, but see the pitch to Cabrera. This double play ball. Look at this pitch. This ball is brutal. That's a terrible breaking ball. Next thing you know, you got a double play. That's a good night. That means you're going to have a good night. Get away with it in the first inning. Get it over with.
Played by Veritek, but it's ball 2, and it's 2-1.
This ball looks like a fastball, paint inside, a little inside, I would assume. You see the white chalk. It's almost lined up with that.
Into center field, a base hit for Matt Holliday. Second hit of the inning for the Athletics.
Just what a crazy game. You throw a hanging slider, get a double play ball. You make a pretty good pitch to Holliday, breaking ball. This is a good spot for this breaking ball. It kind of rolled a little bit, but he went out there and got it, shot it up the middle. Sort of back and forth right now with Smoltz and his breaking ball.
So Holliday at first base, 2 down. Jason Giambi, the batter. A 197 batting average for Giambi. 11 home runs and 40 runs batted in. He's 4 for his last 37 over the last 12 games, and that batting average, as you saw, now under 200. It's the lowest batting average in the American League and the second lowest in the majors. Ryan Giles at the Padres was hitting at 191. 1-0 is fouled off, and it's a ball and a strike.
That's pretty hard to do, to hit under 200. Really, I mean, you add it up, and it's really hard to do. That's why you don't see it very often. Now, he'll get his walks. He's always been a good on-base guy, but 197, I don't care how old you are, he's better than that.
He's got 407 career home runs. And it ties him with Duke Snider for 43rd place in Major League history. 209 home runs with the Yankees, 198 home runs with the Oakland A's.
He's had a great career. If you put those numbers together and the pressure that he had in New York.
Last year he hit 247 but had 32 home runs and 96 RBIs. His last season with the Yankees as Smoltz misses, and it's 3-1.
You'll see Smoltz here sort of follow through, and this is sort of, I've got to have that type of, where's that? I used to be worse than that. I would kind of peekaboo to the right. I'd sort of lean to the right a little bit, like that ball's outside.
That's the earliest you got to have it we've had yet, I think. We're in the first inning. You had to have it.
I can't wait. You might not be around in the 7th.
Boston Red Sox baseball on NESN is brought to you by Southwest Airlines, your New England Dodge dealers, Sullivan Tire, Olympia Sports, the official sporting goods retailer of the New England Sports Network, and by Toyota's official website for deals via Toyota.com. A 2-out walk for Jason Giambi. It's first and second, 2 down. And Kurt Suzuki, the batter. Suzuki goes around, according to Greg Gibson. He's hit at 361 over the last 18 games. He's been hot overall at 282 with 5 homers and 33 runs batted in.
I thought he may go to the All-Star game because, they needed one guy and they picked Bailey, the reliever, but he could just as well have gone as a catcher.
Omar Garciaparra waiting on deck with 2 outs and 2 on in the first inning. Really emotional about his return today. Pitch 20 of the inning for Smoltz. It's chopped to third. Youkilis will take it himself to end the inning. Athletics get nothing. The Red Sox are coming up. Fenway Park on the big board in center field. The crowd reacting to Nomar. As Garciaparra tipped his cap down from the dugout here for the Oakland A's. He is on deck, and he will lead off the next inning. As the Athletics unable to score in the top half of this first inning. Red Sox coming up. Let's check out the Red Sox starting lineup. It is Jacoby Ellsbury leading it off in center field. Julio Lugo at shortstop at second with Kevin Youkilis at third base. David Ortiz at DH. Jason Day in left. It is Jason Varitek doing the catching with Rocco Baldelli in right. Nick Green at second base. And the major league debut for Aaron Bates at first base tonight for the Red Sox. He bats ninth. Brett Anderson is the pitcher for the Oakland Athletics. 4-7 with a 5.45 ERA coming into tonight's action. 74 in the third innings. The opponent hitting at .297 against Brett Anderson. There's a ground ball at Mark Ellis at second base, and there's one away. Defensively for the Athletics, it's Matt Holliday in left field, Ryan Sweeney in center, Jack Cust in right, Adam Kennedy at third, Orlando Cabrera shortstop with Mark Ellis at second base, Jason Giambi at first, Kurt Suzuki doing the catching for Brett Anderson, and they are 11th in the American League in fielding percentage. One down for Julio Lugo. Well, the Red Sox bringing up Aaron Bates today, his first major league stint.
He may be the most nervous guy in the house, without a doubt. I know Nomar is, and you know Smoltz was, but this kid, you can't hold a candle to how nervous he is. It's like an out-of-body experience being up here in this environment.
Really a bit of a surprise today. You know, we knew that Jeff Bailey's ankle was not doing well, and kind of wondered whether or not he'd go on the DL, what move the Red Sox would make in need of a first baseman. We heard so much about Lars Anderson and everything along those lines from spring training. We didn't see a lot of Aaron Bates during the spring.
Right. I don't know what into this move, you know, as far as, because it's only going to be till probably the All-Star break, if that, right? So that probably had something to do with it. You know, you're going to pick your right spot for Lars Anderson because of the fact that he is such a big prospect. I don't know how well he's doing this year, but I think I heard earlier that he wasn't really having that good of a year. That may have something to do with it too.
So Jeff Bailey placed on the DL today as Julio Lugo lifts it out to right center field. Jack Cust from right makes the catch, and there's two down. Well, tonight is the 82nd game of the year. That means we're past the halfway point of the season, and look back in our leading off segment brought to you by Firestone. Through the first half, Red Sox are 49-32, and things are going pretty well. We've had a great home record again this season, amassing a 26-12 record while scoring almost 6 runs per game here at Fenway. The 95 doubles at home are the top mark in the American League. We're off to a 500 start so far in July. And finished up a very good June in which the Red Sox were 18-8 in June. And begin the night with a 1-game lead over the Yankees atop the American League East. This one is fouled off. And actually, it's more than that now. It's a game and a half. It started the day a game, but the Yankees have already lost today. And as the Toronto Blue Jays beat them 7-6 in day baseball.
We haven't said much about this kid, 21-year-old kid Anderson on the mound. You see his ball runs a little away. His fastball to right-hander. You see he tries to put away right-handed hitters with that breaking ball down and in.
Youkilis went around and
yes, he did.
Strikes out to end this first inning. A 1-2-3 first for Anderson. Scoreless from Fenway. at the time. Here it is 5 years later, and Nomar Garciaparra steps on the field at Fenway Park for the first time as a visitor. And the Fenway faithful get ready for his introduction.
This is going to be quite a moment.
Designated hitter number 1, Nomar Garciaparra.
Now, how are you going to hit?
I was thinking the same thing. That is quite a moment. It was kind of chills. I had some chills there. These are big moments. I'm glad I was here.
There's strike one from John Smoltz to Nomar Garciaparra. You think about it, Ed, I mean, he was the face of the franchise there for a little while. And I never would have imagined that it would have ended the way it did for Nomar here. And here he is 5 years later, and been so many different places since.
You know, I haven't really thought about, how it ended. I could care less. I played with this guy my last year in 1998, and he was a superstar player. And that's how I remember him. This guy was one of the best at that time, probably the best, but there were so many great shortstops, but a superstar. And the numbers he put up were incredible.
You saw Orlando Cabrera and how strange it's got to be for him, too. He's the guy they traded for. And then came to Boston after Nomar Garciaparra left.
This guy, Nomar, was on his way to the Hall of Fame. There was no doubt in my mind the way he played for 7 or 8 years here in Boston. And just didn't work out for him. I mean, a lot of injuries and what have you, but boy, those numbers, you look at them right there. Whew.
On the ground, third base way, Euclid scrabbles it up, and there's out number 1. Series of leg injuries over the years for Garciaparra as well, as he thanks the Red Sox dugout on the way by.
I don't even know how you make contact after that.
One down for Jack Cust. Swinging for the downs, but goes Ellsbury on close to the warning track, just shy of it. 2 down.
Boy, he's been waiting that 5 years. It's been right since he's been here. That's a long, long time. And I know that as soon as he put on an A's uniform, he checked out that schedule. And when's he coming to Boston?
The first time we saw Nomar was after the trade. Of course, he was in a Chicago Cubs uniform when the Red Sox traveled to play the Cubs, and at that point he was on the DL, so did not have to play against the Red Sox. And of course, earlier this year he did, and the visit for the Red Sox to Oakland, but much different thing coming here.
Oh, totally. You know, he made the right move. I think he went to the Dodgers after the Cubs and had kind of a comeback year. He hit 20 home runs and drove in 90 something in 2006 with the Dodgers, and I thought, here he comes again, but once again got hurt, and that sort of derailed him again. But I thought it was a pretty good move by the A's to pick him up. You know, I think he came in late in spring training or middle of spring training this year along with Cabrera, and I thought that was a pretty good move by them to add a couple of veterans.
On the ground right side off the bat of Ryan Sweeney. Nick Green throws him out. It's a 1-2-3 second for Smoltz. No score from Fenway. Concert at Fenway Park on August 5th and 6th. To purchase tickets for this concert, visit livenation.com today. A picture-perfect night from Fenway Park as the Red Sox and Oakland A's play to the bottom of the second inning. It's David Ortiz, Jason Bay, Jason Varitek. Ortiz pops it up with a shift on third baseman Adam Kennedy. Actually, this is Cabrera who stays on the left side of the infield. They move Kennedy, the third baseman, to the second base side. Makes sense. Leave the shortstop by himself over there. He's a guy that can cover the most ground.
I guess. Kind of fake
most teams don't do it, but they did. Makes sense.
It does make sense.
So it's Cabrera who makes the catch on Big Papi. And there's one out here in the second inning. Jason Bay coming up. I'll let you know that Dustin Pedroia tonight was in the original starting lineup. But for personal reasons, out of the lineup tonight here at Fenway Park. As he was in there originally for Terry Francona, and it is Nick Green now at second base and Julio Lugo at shortstop. And this one lined to left field for Jason Bay. A one-out single, first base runner of the night for Boston.
Anderson features a little fastball down. Goes down and gets it. Jason Bay. Maybe that hit will get him going. He's been struggling for, what, a couple of weeks now. Average going down a little bit, but the power numbers will always be there. You see this kid on the mound, Anderson, and looking into the, the notes with the A's. Talk about a young pitching staff. He's 21 years old. The kid will see Cahill later on the series, and Wednesday is 21 years old. Two 21-year-old starters. I mean, you don't see that at all.
Well, it appears that's the route the Oakland A's were headed in when they started this season. They figured they'd supplement the offense by getting some veterans. They did that with Giambi, of course, adding Holiday. That's a big offensive plug. At least they thought it was going to be. Orlando Cabrera, and then go with young pitching and hope that it works out. So far, it really hasn't.
It really hasn't. And, I was going to get into this. The average age of their starting rotation is 22 years old.
Wow.
I mean, that's unheard of. So you're asking a lot. I mean, that's like saying there's no way you're going to get to the playoffs starting this season. If I'm an A's fan saying, wait a minute, I've got to wait till these kids develop. And this year will go a long ways with all these kids getting a chance to pitch. And they pitch in Oakland, which is a good place to pitch. So that'll give them a little confidence. But these kids are going to be good. It's just a matter how long it's going to take them to develop. But you rush kids to the big leagues, and
Bay takes off, a bobble for Suzuki, and not even a throw. Jason Bay steals second base.
Jason Bay had him all lined up. He was gone as soon as he picked up his leg. He made up his mind, and no chance. Another part of Jason Bay's game we don't really see a lot of. He can steal a bag for you.
Well, the A's have started a rookie pitcher in 26 of their last 32 games. They had 53 of 80 games on the year and started by a rookie pitcher.
He's like having Buchholz and what's the other kid down there?
Bowden?
And Bowden in your starting rotation.
Ball form down the first goes Varitek. First walk given up by Anderson. Red Sox have 2 on. During our summer vacation, we're running an 8-hour marathon of the best Red Sox games from the first half of the 2009 season. We want you to pick the games. Visit the Sox in 2 show page on NESN.com. Review our list of candidates and vote for your favorites to build the marathon's lineup. Then tune in for Sox in 2 Best of 2009 Marathon on Wednesday, July 15th, beginning at noon. So 2 on, 1 out. And Rocco Baldelli about to stand in, now wearing the number 5 that was formerly worn by Nomar Garciaparra. Rocco Baldelli with a start in right field, 286 average. Took you away the last couple of days, the All-Star Selection Show yesterday on TBS, and that had to be a lot of fun to be a part of.
Oh, that was just thrilling. I had David Wells with me. Come on. Does that sort of sum it up?
I guess not.
I thought I'd throw that out there real quick.
To its second base, Ellis will flip to second for one, on to first. We'll talk more Selection Show when we come back. It's done with 2, no score from Fenway. Athletics and Royals Series. If you're looking for a new way to entertain friends and family, check out the Boston Red Sox premium lineup. Limited number of pavilion suites for 20 to 25 guests, and some of the smaller all-inclusive premium packages have recently become available. For more information, call 617-226-6025 or email premiumsales@redsox.com now. It is on to the top half of the third inning. Mark Ellis, Adam Kennedy, Orlando Cabrera. So the All-Star show. We already
Don't get me wrong.
Your candid opinion.
Don't get me wrong. I know.
Happy to be a part of it.
Yeah, I was. I really enjoy doing that.
Mm-hmm. You had worked with Cal Ripken, and now you have a new friend in David Wells.
Well, I'll get to know David Wells a little bit more. That was my first time around David Wells, and it was quite an experience. I mean, you know him better than I do. I mean, he's outrageous. He really is, and I think he'll tone it down a little bit on TV, which he did, but. He's out there. I don't know how to explain him.
That's how he rolls.
Yeah, he does. He's got an opinion, and I'm sure he's not going to hold back, which is not a bad thing. But you've been around him. He kind of steps out of line sometimes.
It's going to be fun to watch.
Oh yeah, great. Yeah, easy for you to say.
I can't wait for the postseason.
Oh yeah. No, hopefully it'll be fun. I think it will be. Once you get to know somebody. And meanwhile, John Smoltz.
Smoltz on the mound. Mark Ellis batting with a count of 1-2. We talked about the numbers that Smoltz has had here at Fenway Park as a member of the Braves. Remarkable. And this is inside, not by much. 2-2.
Little front door breaking ball. I haven't seen that before. That's a pitch I never threw. Every slider I threw was down and away to a right-handed hitter. I never tried that little front door thing. I should have done that.
It's a little late now.
A little late. Another regret.
Fights this one off by the mound softly. Nick Green bare hands and throws in time to get Ellis.
What a strange swing. You see this little breaking ball. Not a very good breaking ball. Left it up out over the plate. But what a funky swing. This ball, nice play by Green barehanding this ball. Makes it look easier than it was. We get farther into this game. I wanted to talk about John Smoltz, and maybe the only time I really get a chance to, about these numbers. Mm-hmm. I look into his stats and
his entire career.
Yeah, I pick a spot to talk about it because it's absolutely amazing what he's done in his career. For me, because I can appreciate it more than anybody else. Because when he was about 35, 36 years old, he went to the bullpen. I think that was about somewhere in that vicinity. And he went out to the bullpen and quickly saved 55 games.
Deep short, long throw from Lugo. It's high, and it sails off the front of the Red Sox dugout. As Bates tried to go up and get it, and reaching at first base would be Kennedy.
You know, Kennedy could run a little bit. I know he had to hurry up this throw. This ball's hit on the line, one hop. Seems like he's got more than enough time. He loads up and just launches this ball over Bates's head at first. So luckily he only stays at first. The ball doesn't go into the stands. But just one bad errant toss is what that is. Luckily for that screen, or he's on second base.
They're charged to Lugo. So 1 out, 1 on. And John Smoltz, the only pitcher in Major League history to have at least 200 career wins and 150 saves. The gentleman to my right is the only other pitcher with at least 150 wins and 150 saves. That would be Dennis Eckersley.
You know, I'm not saying this because I can, you know, because I did what I did with my career, but I look at his career and it amazes me. I can't even come close to what he did. To go into the bullpen for 3 years and do what he did, and then come out of the bullpen and do what he did. That amazes me, what he did.
So going back the other way would not have been something you could have done.
It's absolutely impossible. I never could have done something like that. You're talking about saving, what, 150 games in 3 years. Like, that's not a big deal. I could do that anytime. Then to go back in the rotation and pitch 229 innings the next year when you're, what, 38, 39 years old. And somebody asked me about that at that time, and I said, I don't know if he could do it or not. Well, he proved me wrong. In 3 years in a row, he pitched out of the rotation and did what a job he did. Won 14, 16, 14 games with a 3 ERA. I mean, this guy has had an absolutely incredible career, and he's a Hall of Famer. If I'm a Hall of Famer, he's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, after the most saves he ever had was 55 saves. He did that in 2002, but the last year as a closer was 44 saves in 04. And they came back the next year to win 14 games, 16 games, 14 games, and then last year 3-2 before the season-ending surgery.
And I have to say that, you know, I don't have to say it again every time he pitches, but I needed to say that because this guy has had an incredible career, and I can appreciate it more than any man standing. Because I couldn't have done it. There's no way.
He was 24-8 as a starter in '96. And then saved 55 games as a reliever in 2002. And again, your name's in the same sentence. One of only 2 pitchers ever to record both a 20-win season and a 50-save season during the course of their career. They were 20-8 in '78, and then had 51 saves for Oakland in '91. Broken bat as a ground ball foul. A little hit and run. Kennedy had taken off at first.
They're doing anything to hit and run. They did this before in the first inning. It's tough on Cabrera trying to hit and run with the ball on the ground like that. Thought he was going to get a strike on a 2-1 pitch and didn't.
Then they try left side. Mukula's sidearm. A low throw dug out by Bates. Kennedy takes second. There's now 2 down. When you take a look at the importance of postseason too, and I think that really is a number that most will look at as well, and no doubt about that for John Smoltz either. All-time playoff leaders, the most wins. John Smoltz with 15. Veteran of 13 Major League postseasons. Pitched in 5 different World Series with the Braves.
And he came here to pitch in a World Series is what he came here for, and he's on a mission to do that.
Those playoff strikeouts. A swing and a miss for Matt Holliday.
A little inconsistent with the breaking ball tonight. One good one, one bad one. Isn't real sharp with his breaking ball.
Snap throw to second base, and back on the bag is Kennedy. Varitek giving it a shot.
See, Try to dot the outside corner with this pitch down the way, and Varitek takes a shot at Kennedy, fairly close.
And 36 home runs back in 2007 for Matt Holliday, in which the Rockies got into the World Series against the Red Sox, were swept. They had that incredible run where the Colorado Rockies were 12 games back mid-September, ended up winning 21 of 23 games to wrap up the season, and a one-game playoff against the San Diego Padres. They got to the World Series, but they had, not to say they would have beaten the Red Sox, because there's no doubt Red Sox were certainly a much better team in that series, we found out, but pretty tough to be waiting 8 days as the Rockies did. That's 2 All-Star breaks and more. I mean, that's a lot of time.
It really is, and there's nothing like it, because you never do something like that for 7 months. All of a sudden you take 7 days off, 8 days, whatever.
Seems like the Tigers ran into that same type of situation against the Cardinals. A long layoff in between. There's nothing you can do about it, but it has got to be tough.
Nasty pitch he just swung at right there. He might as well try that again. He did.
Missed inside, 2-2.
I think that's a split finger that he features. See this ball dipping down and in. He's hoping that he swings over the top of it like he did before. Put that in his mind, and then he's got no chance if he throws a biting slider away.
Strike 3. First strikeout for Smoltz ends the top of the third. We're scoreless from Fenway. At midnight to tune in to Nesson for Sox in 2. It's the Sox latest matchup replayed in a convenient 2-hour format. Sox in 2 is presented by Ace Tickets. Tickets are available for all games. Ace Ticket has your seats. A beautiful night to be at Fenway Park tonight as we head to the last half of the third inning. Nick Green, Aaron Bates to get his first major league at bat, and then Jacoby Ellsbury.
We haven't seen Nick Green at second base, have we, this year?
Defensively, yes.
Okay. I say Pedroia plays every day.
Not much, but
yeah, but he has been there.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, that is his position, he's always said.
Center field, and a good diving catch from Ryan Sweeney. And the dive forward to make that grab to rob Nick Green.
That ball just would not get down. It just hung up just enough for Sweeney to make a nice play on this ball. It goes into a, catches the ball, then dives. I thought he was going to have to make a longer dive than that, but the ball stayed up.
Major League debut for Aaron Bates.
Did he get a standing O?
No. Look at his numbers with the Pawtucket Red Sox.
Ooh.
And to answer your question about Nick Green, 4 games at second base for Nick Green so far this year, 6 at third base, and 53 games overall at shortstop.
It's hard to tell how hard Anderson throws, a big guy like that. When he's got a little easy motion, you can't really tell. He's so big, it's got to be fast. See, 95 miles an hour. He threw a good game against the Red Sox in Oakland earlier in the season. Gave up a 2-run home run to Mike Lowell. That was it. That was the game Wakefield had flirted with a no-no.
Bates has had a patient at bat, his first in the majors, and it's 3-1.
He's going to get a fastball right here. If he wants to leave Earth, he can. And he does.
Fouls it off to the right, full count.
I'll tell you what, this is the only chance you get to hit when you're a pitcher. 3-1. You look down there, you hope they don't give you a take sign, but he's not. Fastball, nice swing. Good extension. I want a big league home run first at bat.
Pops it up left side. Orlando Cabrera makes the catch, and there's 2 down. Let's check in with Heidi.
Well, Don, when Red Sox fans saw Aaron Bates in the lineup today, they were probably pretty surprised. He wasn't even on the 40-man roster. Well, they weren't the only ones with that reaction. Bates himself told me it was unexpected.
I was surprised. RJ called me into his hotel room last night and told me that I was going to Boston, and I was just surprised. I didn't expect it by any means, and I think every day you just go out there, you play hard, and it's definitely a surprise, but a good surprise. So I'm happy to be here.
The 25-year-old Bates has been in the Red Sox organization since he was drafted in 2006. He plays first base and also the outfield and is known to have some power in his bat. He was called up to take the place of Jeff Bailey, who was placed on the disabled list with a left ankle sprain. Don?
All right, thanks very much, Heidi. He is 0 for 1 in the major leagues, popping out.
Looks like he's got some pop with that swing.
It's 6 home runs to lead the Eastern League in the month of May. Playing for the Portland Sea Dogs.
Got to be a little more relaxed now after that first at bat.
Mentioned that Jeff Bailey goes on the DL. This was a play on Saturday in which he was injured. Down bag play at first base and rolled that ankle. High ankle sprain is what they're calling it. Ellsbury fouls it off and will do it again with a count of 1-2. Ellsbury grounded out to second base first time up.
Ellsbury's found his way to the top of the lineup. I knew sooner or later he's going to be there. I don't know how long he's going to be there.
They've got things together in the lower portion of the Red Sox lineup. At 7th a lot. Strikes out here though, and it's a 1-2-3 third inning for Brett Anderson. No score. Definitely. Back at Fenway Park as Jason Giambi leads it off and drills one to center field.
Wow.
Back deep to center, and it's high off the wall. The ricochet played by Ellsbury out there. And Giambi's got himself a double to center field. It is the third hit given up by Smoltz.
Just on first pitch fastball, a little piece of cheese. No, slider. Slider out over the middle of the plate. Giambi is ready to hack first pitch. I thought this ball was gone off the bat. Halfway up the wall. Easy double for Giambi.
It's great to have with us Enza Youkilis, who has brought Dave Hamilton along. And great to see you, Enza.
How are you?
Doing all right. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Well, Ukes for Kids has always been such a great success over the last couple of years. You guys have done a fantastic job, and I know you got something coming up.
We do. This weekend we have our Batting for Books program here. We're collecting 100,000 new and gently used books for inner city Boston. We're getting support from the Boston Red Sox and the city of Boston. We're hoping to make a difference in rebuilding some of the libraries.
Yeah, the thing about the Boston school system is that the average age of a book that most people don't realize is over 12 years old. So it's really important to bring some new books to the kids so they can stay current in what they're reading today.
All right. So we're working with Mayor Menino, and he suggested that some of the schools in Boston need to replenish and rebuild their libraries. So that's what we're here to promote.
Info is here at the bottom of the screen for anybody who wants to get involved, of course. And I know you have a goal in mind, certainly going into this weekend.
Yes, we're hoping to raise this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. We're collecting books, and our goal is 100,000 books. You can bring new and gently used books here to the ballpark, or you can visit us on our website at ukeskids.org. And you can purchase a book through New England Mobile Book Fair at a 20% off. And the book will get delivered directly to the Boston Public Library, so it's great.
In addition to that, on July 15th at participating Valvoline shops, you can actually bring a book there as well, and they'll collect it for you.
Well, good luck. We thank you guys so much for coming up and joining us. And
thank you.
Good luck with everything.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Well, the Oakland A's have taken a 1-0 advantage. Nomar Garcia-Parra driving in. The go-ahead run here for the A's. It plates Giambi. It's happened fast. And there are runners at first and second with nobody out.
In the middle of those two hits was a blueprint bunt right down the third base line. You couldn't have done it any better.
Jack Cuss takes a strike. He was first pitch swinging the first time up and flied out to center field. Smoltz about to throw his 50th pitch. And Cuss is down 0-2, gets away from Varitek. No advance for the base runners. And it's 0-2 to Cuss.
You know, Smoltz looks like he's had some trouble with his breaking ball on and off, but you see the split finger's been a pretty good pitch for him. You saw one right there. See how he's going to try to finish off Cuss.
Suzuki at second base, Nomar Garcia-Parra at first base, and Cuss, who's out number 1 of the inning. Second strikeout for Smoltz. Needed that.
That's a big pitch for Smoltz right there with 2 on, nobody out, a run already in. He throws another split finger. You can see how nasty that is. He throws it to left-handers or right-handers. He threw a couple to Holiday last inning.
So 1 out, 2 on. Ryan Sweeney coming up. Sweeney grounded out to second base, first time up in the second inning. As he takes strike 1.
There's a good breaking ball, a little backdoor thing that's biting. This is the pitch he's been inconsistent with. Threw that pitch to Giambi, but it was a little up. The ball he hit off the wall.
The second base, Green will go to second for 1, and that's all they get. Fires to third base, hoping that maybe a little overzealous in rounding the bag. Nomar Garcia-Parra retired at second base, and there's 2 down.
See another split finger from Smoltz, and this ball just doesn't get hit that hard. couple hopper. Play took a long time to develop. The shovel to Lugo kind of threw him off balance. No chance for a double play.
So 2 down, 1st and 3rd, and Mark Ellis coming up. Ellis at 209 so far in the season. He was reinstated from the 60-day DL at the end of June and has started 6 of the last 7 games at second base since his return. That's the foul back to the screen. He's always hit well here at Fenway Park. A career .305 batting average at Fenway. Originally went on the DL with a strained left calf muscle, and then was transferred to the 60-day DL. And rehab assignment, single A and at triple A before returning to the Oakland A's. Such a solid second baseman for the A's. Defensively, he drives this to deep left center field. It is off the wall. Scoring from third base is Suzuki. Trying to score from first base is Ryan Sweeney. Here comes the throw to the plate. It's not in time. 2 runs in for the A's, and the Athletics take a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, one too many split fingers to Mark Ellis. He makes him pay. This ball just, Smoltz is upset. I don't blame him. The last thing he thought of is Mark Ellis rifling the ball in the gap, but you see this split finger that he leaves, just doesn't dive, doesn't dip, and he goes down there and gets it. And you see Smoltz already reacting to it. He knew he smoked it. Off the wall, 2-run score. Sweeney can run good. That's why he scored on the back end. He's throwing the ball good. You're almost trying to get out of the inning, and all of a sudden you make a mistake like that. You want to kick yourself.
Now back up top for Adam Kennedy. He takes ball 1 from Smoltz. Kennedy singled to center in the first, reached on an error in the 3rd inning. 1 for 2. John Smoltz at 57 pitches and has surrendered 3 runs in this 4th inning. First earned runs that he has ever given up at Fenway Park. He's gone 20 innings without giving up an earned run in his career as an Atlanta Brave coming into Fenway. Two and 1.
Trying to mix in a couple of fastballs to get them off that off-speed stuff. He goes in there to grab that split finger. It's almost like I could see it from up here. I don't know if they could see it from down there. You see how he moves his glove? I've been watching it for a couple innings now, especially in the stretch. Because in the windup, he's going over the top of his head. But in the stretch, he's kind of fumbling with it a little bit. I don't know if he does that every pitch, but we could see a lot of things up here. You can't see it down there.
Can't see from the plate.
No. You got a lot more things you got to concentrate on.
There's a strike. Full count. Kennedy thought he had ball 4.
Nice big outside corner. Those fastballs inside are balls, I guess. I thought they were pretty good pitches, but the outside corner is a lot wider.
Foul ball down the left field line. We'll do it again. 3-2.
Boy, he's working hard this inning, mixing everything in. You can't just rear back and fire it.
Mark Ellis at second base. 3 runs in for the A's. 2 down. 3-2 to Kennedy. And fouled off again.
I don't think he's even going to attempt to throw a ball inside. Not such a bad thing if he walks Kennedy right here. I mean, if you miss outside, so what? It's going in.
Well, it's rifled into right field. A base hit. From second base comes Mark Ellis. And the Oakland A's have taken a 4-0 advantage. Another 2-out RBI. This time it's for Adam Kennedy.
I don't know if this necessarily was a good pitch selection or just a bad location on his breaking ball. He's had trouble with his breaking ball the whole outing. He's worked so hard this inning, trying to make one more pitch to get out of this inning. He decides to throw a breaking ball inside corner. He leaves it middle. And that's exactly what should happen with a pitch like that. Kennedy hits a line drive to right field.
I want to remind you to help the Boston Bruins Foundation raise money for their Jimmy Fun PMC bike team during 2 exciting events: the Sunset Harbor Cruise on July 22nd and the Manchester Harley-Davidson Motorcycle Rally Ride on July 26th. For more information on these events and more, visit bostonbruins.com. Orlando Cabrera, the 8th member of the A's to bat here in the 4th inning. And a throw to first base. Bates had to come off the bag to retrieve it. Adam Kennedy at first with 2 down, 4 runs in. Orlando Cabrera 0 for 2. John Smoltz 3 shutout innings to start his outing tonight. A touch for 4 runs so far here in the 4th inning.
It doesn't matter who you face. I don't care if they're the worst hitting team in the league. This is the big leagues. Anybody can make you pay.
This one fouled off. Found that out with the Washington Nationals.
You just see a pitch like that. Another bad breaking ball by Smoltz. If anything, this outing has just been this inconsistent breaking ball. You see, look, this ball is up. Ugly.
Orlando Cabrera has just 3 home runs so far in the season. He had a 44-game homerless streak and had a solo home run in the 9th inning yesterday. Not walked in his last 17 games. There goes, and there is ball 2. Throw down is not going to be in time. And a stolen base for Adam Kennedy.
Kennedy picked the right pitch to go. A little breaking ball here that is down and away. Tough pitch for Veritek to throw him out. You see this slider down. He has to reach down to get it. Ball is pretty close play there. Nice pick. Smoltz knew he was going to run. I mean, he kept his eye on him as long as he could. Isn't it funny that Cabrera's here the night that Nomar comes back, the guy that got traded for him?
The first game the Red Sox played against the Oakland A's in Oakland, they were both on the left side of the infield together. With Cabrera at shortstop, Garcia Parra at third base. It's kind of strange to see them side by side, and of course one replaced the other. It's amazing how many shortstops the Red Sox have had since Nomar Garcia Parra.
Never really settled on somebody. Gonzalez, we were talking about earlier. Boy, he was a great defensive shortstop. He's hurt again, isn't he?
Yes. 2-2's popped up right side. There's Nick Green on the dirt of the infield, puts it away, but the A's come up with 4 runs in the 4th inning, lead it 4-0. Into Nesson for Sports Desk, presented by FW Webb. Find FW Webb's 27 Bass Centers at frankwebb.com. You get all the details on the Celtics' new deal with Rasheed Wallace, and the Bruins' #1 draft pick, Jordan Caron, is in town. We'll catch up with him. Plus, find out the new developments that came into light in the murder investigation of Steve McNair. It's all coming up tonight after our Red Sox coverage on Nesson. A 4-0 Athletics lead now for Brett Anderson, as Julio Lugo leads it off and taps it foul. He's quickly down 0-2.
It's a big inning for this kid, Anderson. He needs to put a goose egg up there. You get 4 runs, you got to make a statement when you come right back out.
And a long wait while his team is scoring 4 runs in the top half of this inning. This is a guy that has not gotten anything in the way of run support. He got a 1 run or less in 6 of his 14 starts this year.
Got a good chance of losing 6.
And guess what? He was 0-6 in those starts.
He did.
He gets a little more help, and he is 4-1. 3 no decisions in 6 starts with run support 2 runs or more. He's 4-1. And he strikes out Lugo. It is the 3rd strikeout for Anderson.
Set him up pretty good. Fastball away, and then he finishes him off with a breaking ball, takes something off. He's got that one right there, that little off-speed one, and then he's got one down and in he throws to his back leg.
One out for Kevin Youkilis, a strikeout victim in the 1st. For Anderson, last time out, winning pitcher for the A's, 7-1 win over the Tigers a week ago today. Career high 7 strikeouts. That was in 5 1/3.
Coming in here feeling pretty good after his last outing. See quite a few walks. 4 walks is a little too much.
His wins this year include at Tampa Bay, at home against Seattle, at Chicago against the White Sox, and then the victory last time out against the Tigers. Youkilis rolls it over foul into the A's dugout. It's 2-2.
Pretty good pitch right there for a young kid to throw a 2-0 changeup. Have confidence to throw it right there. The speed just makes him get out in front and roll this thing over. Never quite gets there.
Wow, pretty close. Off the inside edge, and it's a full count.
97. That's 97.
Easy cheese.
That's not 97. We don't want to get into this.
Strike 3 call. Youkilis hates it.
Got a big inside corner you see right there. That ball is inside. He knows it, but he's not going to listen to it. He followed up a fastball the pitch before with another fastball inside, and I think this one is inside too. It's like right on top of the pitch before.
Same spot, wasn't a strike the time before. It is now.
That's what you call inconsistent. That makes players snap. That's what it does. Especially players like Youkilis. He knows the strike zone.
So back-to-back strikeouts for Anderson. David Ortiz takes strike 1. Ortiz popped out to shortstop in the 2nd inning.
Well, that's a big pitch to Youkilis. You know, he ball 4 and changes the whole inning.
I think he may have just grabbed his hamstring there after that last swing, David Ortiz. See if we notice anything. Looked like he got to reach back there. And actually, the ball hit him instead.
Well, that's a good thing.
Yep.
Some fastball in. He tries to get to it. Can't really get to that. That ball went directly down.
Came back and hit him in the hamstring. That's why he was grabbing his hamstring afterwards. Pop back up. 1-2. Strike 3. Wow. Anderson strikes out the side in order. 4 for Fenway, 4-0 Athletics.
That's a statement.
He's on top 4-0. 70 pitches for John Smoltz through the first 4 innings. It's a beautiful night here at Fenway. Score is not to the Red Sox liking so far. There's Matt Holliday, Jason Giambi, and Kurt Suzuki coming up. As you said, that was quite a statement by Brett Anderson in the 4th inning. Strike out the side in order.
That's a goose egg with 3 punch outs.
And strike 1 to Matt Holliday. He is singled and struck out. 1 for 2. What a huge slate of games today in the American League. We mentioned the Yankees losing today to Toronto 7-6. Detroit and Kansas City play tonight. 2 games on the West Coast. And that's it in the American League, as Texas will be at LA and Baltimore at Seattle.
Well, you see a fastball. He just went right after Matt Holliday on this pitch. Just aired it out. This ball's a high fastball. He can't get there. Ball's out of the strike zone. A little late. A lot late.
Trying to get that outside corner. Can't get it. Smoltz not happy.
You know, he's a little frustrated from the last inning, and he makes a pitch here. This is paint slider, a little cutter or whatever. A little outside, but he thought he made the pitch. That has a lot to do with what happened last inning, really.
Two fouled off. We'll do it again.
He tried a front door slider there we talked about before that I think is a real good pitch. But once again, he's just inconsistent. That ball broke all the way across. He's trying to throw that ball in an inside corner.
Strikes out Holliday, comes back to get him swinging. Second time tonight.
You see him come back and rear back and get some gas here. This is a piece of cheese right by Holliday. Well, he's got a slow bat tonight. This ball is no chance.
One down for Jason Giambi, who has been aboard twice. A walk in the first, a double in the 4th. He nearly got it out of here. The fly ball to center field that hit off the wall, straightaway center. And he got it all started for the A's, who scored 4 times in that 4th inning. He led it off with a double. Ball to strike now to Giambi.
Yeah, Smoltz needs to have a good inning here. 1, 2, 3 to get his confidence back again. You don't see him get upset like that. I bet he doesn't do that very often. We just happen to see one tonight.
the glove of Smoltz. On the run is Lugo. Nice play. Out number 2. The shift was on, so Lugo coming in from the right side of the infield to make that grab. 2 down.
Smoltz gets a glove on this ball and slows it down. I don't know if this ball would have been right at somebody, but it slows it down. Lugo makes a nice play on the run. Giambi running, can't run very good. He knows that. He's got time. Nice throw.
So 2 down here in the 5th inning, and it brings up Kurt Suzuki. Reached on a fielder's choice in the 1st, an infield hit in the 4th. He takes strike 1 from Smoltz. Suzuki plays every day. Leads American League catchers with 67 games started. And he's not committed an error in his last 65 games behind the plate.
You know, he's working with a young staff. That can't be easy. There's got to be a lot of, inconsistent pitches. You know, the young kids aren't just painting just to stay in shape every night.
Led all American League catchers in games last year with 141 games started. Lines this to left field. Over is Jason Bay. And holding on with a 2-out single is Kurt Suzuki. His 2nd hit of the game.
Well, he goes down and gets this. This ball is trying to break. It's another slider from Smoltz. Trying to throw this ball outside. It just doesn't bite. It's coming down, but pretty good piece of hitting. Not to get out in front of that, but he goes down there and gets it, flips it to left field.
So a 2-out single, and here's Nomar Garciaparra. A ground out in the 2nd, and an RBI single in the 4th.
Doesn't take Nomar long to start hacking. We know that.
League leaders are brought to you by Olympia Sports. Red Sox career leaders. Nomar Garciaparra, 323 in his Red Sox career. That's good for 4th. Minimum of 2,500 at bats to get into that club, as it is popped up right side. Now goes Nick Green. In comes Baldelli. And Rocco makes the catch. It ends things here at the top of the 5th. Halfway through this one, it's a 4-0 Oakland A's lead. Fenway Park. It's time for the catch of the day. Catch of the day. D'Angelo's Lobster Nation catch of the day. Find your best catch of the day at D'Angelo. The famous lobster lineup is back and loaded with 100% real lobster. Try the lobster roll, the baked stuffed lobster on the lobster sandwich. Come on, you deserve D'Angelo. We head to the last half of the 5th inning. Brett Anderson with an impressive 4th inning, struck out the side in order. It takes a 4-0 lead to the 5th now. And Jason Bay grounds it foul. Bay, Varitek, and Baldelli here in the 5th. It's 0-2.
Anderson has a pretty good idea what he wants to do. He gets it and throws it. I like that. He shook off Suzuki 4 times to get the first pitch.
Strikes out Bay in quick fashion. It's 5 straight strikeouts now for Brett Anderson.
Boy, he features this. He's got 95-mile-an-hour fastball. Then he'll feature this off-speed breaking ball. Look at the drop on that thing. This kid's got good stuff. I said that the last time I saw him out in Oakland, which was at the start of the season. Saw what happened to no run support. His ERA is high. Sometimes they break out their game against you. All of a sudden they have a breakout game.
Well, he has struck out 5 straight batters and 6 in the game. Jason Varitek walked in the 2nd inning. Hits a fly ball to right field. Jack Cust is there to make the catch, and there's 2 down.
So 1 pitch out is very helpful to Anderson. Nice little changeup he threw Varitek.
He's thrown just 56 pitches. He has 2 outs here in the 5th.
He's feeling real good about himself right now.
He's given up just 1 hit and walked a batter. It was back-to-back batters. Bay with a base hit in the 2nd. Varitek with the walk. And they were quickly erased on a double play that ended the 2nd inning. That's been it.
He's got good stuff. You see that tailing fastball? He'll feature a fastball in, cutter in, and that off-speed hook that he's had success with tonight.
Ball's behind this time, 2-0. He's retired 9 batters in a row. Here's ball 4. Full pitch walk to Baldelli.
This is a young kid. That shows me a young pitcher. Cruising right along, gets the first 2 outs. They've thrown a changeup, 1 pitch out to Varitek, and then he launches 4 balls. Not even close. Go figure. Doesn't make sense.
Where can you score the best Red Sox gear in town? Check out BostonGlobeStore.com. The Boston Globe Store is everything for the diehard fan. Autographed memorabilia, Red Sox photos, souvenirs, and more. Shop online, shop anytime. Shop BostonGlobeStore.com. Beautiful shot tonight on a beautiful night from Fenway. Not so beautiful is the score right now for the Red Sox, who are trailing 4-0, batting with 2 outs and a runner at first.
So it's a full moon, right?
Yeah, sure looks like it.
Crazy stuff happens to me.
Really?
Yeah. Because when I'm feeling funky, I always go, is there a full moon?
So I think crazy things happen to you all the time.
Crazy things happened to me yesterday. That's what happened. It's pretty, though.
Keep hanging out with David Wells, and more crazy stuff's going to happen.
I know.
There's a strike to Nick Green. And Brett Anderson sitting at 6 strikeouts. His career high is 7. Did that last time out against the Tigers. Green bloops it to right, falls in for a hit. Baldelli trying to head for 3rd. He'll get there. And the Red Sox have something going now. 2 outs here in the 5th.
Not really a bad pitch by Anderson. He throws Green a breaking ball, gets him on his fists. Ball couldn't get the barrel to it, got jammed, fought it off over Ellis's head. Good piece of base running by Baldelli, reading that, knowing that it has no shot at him.
They're at the corners with 2 down for Aaron Bates. His first major league game. Popped out to the shortstop, Orlando Cabrera, in his first major league at bat. Here's strike one to Bates. Red Sox with 2 hits. Jason Bay a single in the second. Nick Green a bloop single here in the 5th. Strike 2 to Bates. It's a 3rd round pick by the Red Sox. He's named the Eastern League Player of the Month in May as a member of the Portland Sea Dogs. 24 games with the Pawtucket Red Sox before his call-up today.
Big kid.
Quick check on Green, who had a pretty short lead. Nick Green easily back to the bag.
See if he tries to cut down his swing a little bit here with 2 strikes.
Elevates, he chases, 97 on the fastball. Strikeout number 7 for Anderson. Red Sox trail 4-0 at the end of 5. Sports presents the Boston Globe's Red Sox Game Day Live with TC, Jim, Heidi, Eck, and me. Get a preview of All-Star Josh Beckett's start against the A's. He looks to stay unbeaten at home this year. Let's catch Heidi's conversation with former Red Sox shortstop Orlando Cabrera. And we'll also get a preview of CC Sabathia's start against his former team. It's all coming up tomorrow at 6 only on NESN.
You'd like to see Smoltz have a nice inning so he can finish off with a little confidence. Because this is his last inning. There's no way he would go more than this.
Daniel Bard up in the pen for the first time. You see the action out there. Jack Cust leading it off. And a swing and a miss. It's 1-2. Jack Cust has flied out to center and struck out swinging.
You see the arsenal that Smoltz has, though. You see what he can feature. Different speeds on his breaking ball, good fork ball. He's got to paint with his fastball, and tonight he just hasn't had a consistent breaking ball.
This one lined down the right field line, a fair ball. Over the plate is Baldelli. Cust is headed for second base, and he'll get there easily with a stand-up double to begin the 6th inning.
You know, Smoltz tries to throw a piece of cheese on the inner half, and it's just not cutting it. You see Cust here. This is a fastball up middle, and he just rakes this ball into right field. pretty big swing for a 2-strike pitch. Just didn't have enough hair on him to get it by him upstairs.
Pinch runner at second base, Joe Dillon, is pinch running here for the Athletics.
Kind of scares you when a guy gets on top of your fastball like that. You know, just yanks it like.
That is Scott Hairston at second base, who's pinch running, just acquired today.
Probably just walked in the clubhouse.
Yes. Hairston at second base, pinch running for Cuss. He had been, of course, with the San Diego Padres. He was traded yesterday. 0-1 pitch is a strike over the outside corner. It's 0-2. Ryan Sweeney is grounded out, reached in a fielder's choice. And the ground on the first baseline. Bates will play it himself for the out, but getting the job done is Sweeney to move the runner along. Send it downstairs to Heidi Watney. Heidi.
Well, Don, the trade that sent Nomar Garciaparra out of town was considered a bold move at the time by GM Theo Epstein because of Nomar's status as an icon in Boston, and it took a while for the manager to realize the impact of the trade.
I haven't been here long enough, and that kind of surprised me.
It was a gutsy trade.
Very, and I didn't realize that how at the time. I thought Theo was trying to make us better, which he obviously did. But I didn't realize, I just, again, looking more at our team and trying to get better, I just hadn't been around long enough to understand that. It was very gutsy.
In 966 games with the Red Sox, Nomar batted .323 with 178 home runs and is considered by many to be the best shortstop in the history of the franchise. Don?
All right, Heidi, thank you very much. As this one is fouled down the right field line. It was such an odd day. We were in Minnesota playing the Twins, and the Red Sox lineup went up that day, and it had Nomar Garciaparra in it. And we're getting close to 3 o'clock and figured, okay, well, they've made no move. There's no changes here. There's no trades. And then all of a sudden, that lineup card came down.
I was shocked. I really was, because
I
they asked me at that time, do you think they're going to trade him? I said, there's no way. I didn't think they would, and they pulled it off last minute.
To right field, Baldelli coming in. He'll make the catch, tagging and stopping at third base is Hairston. He would have been out. He remains at third with now 2 down.
Baldelli used to have a gun. It's not this. You see this play, he's coming in, so there's no way you can tag up on it. His momentum is coming in. He's going to throw. He's going to be in the vicinity here. Even if it's 2 hops, that ball's going to beat Hairston to the bag. To the plate, excuse me.
So 2 down, Hairston 90 feet away at third base. Top of the order, Adam Kennedy. Trying to deliver here with 2 outs. Another run for the A's. Oakland scoring 4 times in the 4th. Swing and a miss. Fastball at 93 for Smoltz.
Reached back for a 93-mile-an-hour fastball here in the 6th inning with almost 100 pitches. It's a good sign. Well, the pitch he'd want to have back tonight is the split finger that he threw to Mark Ellis that he hit in the gap. We saw the reaction by Smoltz as soon as he hit it.
Leadoff double this inning for Cust. Hairston running for him at second base. It's outside, ball 2, 2-1.
The Amica Pitch Zone is brought to you by Amica Insurance. Get the right auto and home coverage at amicacoverage.com. And the pitch I'm talking about is this split finger. Just doesn't go down like most of his split fingers do. You see his reaction. He knew right away that was trouble.
On the ground right side, and a base hit. From third base comes Hairston. And a big 2-out RBI for Adam Kennedy, his 3rd hit of the game. And a 5-0 Athletics lead.
A little discouraged Smoltz after that pitch, and see him walking around. This doesn't happen to him very often. He wanted to get out of this inning without being scored on. He's really upset. I don't blame him. I feel the same way. Another split finger right here to Kennedy. He's trying to throw this ball down and away. He's going to go down. That's middle. He hooks it. Not really hit all that hard, but good placement in the hole. Frustration tonight, John Smoltz.
Orlando Cabrera lifts a fly ball to center field at Jacoby Ellsbury. Makes the catch that ends the inning. The A's add a run. 5.5 done. It's 5-0 Athletics. Thursday, you can vote for the 33rd and final player for each league's roster. Go to RedSox.com and cast your All-Star Game final vote for the final 2 All-Stars for the game in St. Louis. Vote at RedSox.com. 5-0 Oakland A's on top of the Red Sox. John Smoltz surrendering 5 runs on 10 hits. As we move along to the bottom of the 6th inning, defensively now for the A's, Ryan Sweeney moving from center field to right field. And Scott Hairston stays in the game after running for Jack Cust. He is now in center. Jacoby Ellsbury makes a pitch inside for ball 1 to begin this bottom of the 6th inning. Red Anderson has stymied the Red Sox through the first 5 innings and given up only 2 hits along the way. Red Sox are being out hit today 10-2. And for Anderson, he's finally got some run support here. His team putting together 5 runs.
I mean, he's really been impressive tonight. Not only does he have that kind of gas that's 95, that breaking ball's been nice. Off-speed curveball.
He's tied a career-high 7 strikeouts so far tonight through the first 5. Back to Anderson. Throws out Ellsbury for the first out of the inning. It's time for a game break and Tom Caron, TC. Okay, Tom, thanks very much. Here it is 5-0. The Oakland A's on top of the Red Sox, game 1 of this 3-game series. And look, it appears the Yankees playing some pretty good baseball despite the loss today.
They really are. They play well at home. They got 122 home runs coming in today, so their offense has been doing it. You saw Jabba didn't really pitch all that well yesterday. They won that game, high score. And then today you see where Pettit's not throwing all that well. So it's hard to say that rotation, how good their rotation is. I mean, they got to be better than just AJ and Sabathia.
Hugo pops it up. Giambi in foul ground. And there's 2 down. So 2 outs, and Kevin Youkilis struck out twice. He was very upset last time as he was rung up on a called third strike by Greg Gibson. He went swinging in the first inning. Youkilis was very quiet in the series against the Mariners, going 1 for 13 in the series. In there for strike 1. Kevin Youkilis headed to the All-Star game as a manager's selection, 2nd consecutive All-Star team. Fly ball to center field. Scott Hairston just into the game. Makes the catch, and it's a 1-2-3 6th inning for Brett Anderson. He's cruising as the A's have a 5-0 lead. Bard. It's time to bring you up to speed with the AT&T Rapid Rewind, and tonight the return of Nomar Garciaparra.
Designated hitter number 1, Nomar Garciaparra.
AT&T, the nation's fastest 3G network. AT&T, your world delivered. Emotional return for Nomar Garciaparra tonight to Fenway Park. His A's have a 5-0 lead as the Athletics bat here in the 7th inning against a new Red Sox pitcher as Daniel Bard is in the game. After 6 innings from John Smoltz tonight, who is on the hook as this one is fouled off, 0-2.
I almost think you're doing Matt Holliday a favor by throwing him a breaking ball. You saw those balls that Smoltz threw by him. Bard's got major gas.
.216 opponent batting average. Frustrating night tonight for John Smoltz. First start at Fenway in a Red Sox uniform. Ends up going 6 innings, giving up 10 hits.
Thought I saw 100. It's just like sort of poof, where'd that 100 come from? Then it went back to 98. It's a tough night for Smoltz. He's probably going to have a tough time sleeping. I know I would.
Holliday fouls it off, 1-2, 99 that time from Bard. He was at 5 runs in 6 innings, walked the batter, struck out 3 through 99 pitches.
You start to dwell on what you did wrong. You got to forget about it and Pitch Saturday night coming up.
Holiday strikes out. His third strikeout of the night. Bard strikes him out to begin the 7th.
Bard throws a little slider, not that curveball that goes straight down, and it's almost like the slider even beat him. It's just in between, not probably guessed wrong.
One out for Jason Giambi, who walked in the first. He homered. He came around to score, I should say, a double in the 4th. And then grounded out in the 5th. He's 1 for 2 with a walk. Has 11 home runs on the season. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-1. 100 miles per hour that time. Again, the line for John Smoltz tonight. Gave up 4 runs in the 4th inning, and a run in his last inning, the 6th inning. It's 1-2 to Giambi.
Once again, that outing comes down to the split finger to Mark Ellis, and he'll remember that.
Ellis with a 2-run double. He scored the 2nd and 3rd runs in that 4th inning. Two and 2 to Giambi. With 32 home runs last year for the Yankees in his final season in New York in 145 games. Started 112 games last year at first base, the most since 2001 when he was with the Oakland A's the first time. Opposite field, down the left field line, but hooking. A foul ball. Dunkin' Donuts is in its 10th year of hosting local youth groups and charitable organizations in the Dunkin' Dugout, a special seating section at Fenway Park. Thousands of children have had the chance to catch a Red Sox home game thanks to Dunkin' Donuts. It was packed out there tonight. Having a good time despite the score. The Red Sox down 5-0. Giambi fouls it off. We'll do it again, 2-2. Outside, ball 3, full count. Bard coming in here in the 7th inning. He had been warming up at one point in the 5th. And up in the 6th now, in the 7th inning. Strikes out Matt Holliday. There's a full count to Giambi. Kurt Suzuki waits on deck. Giambi fouls off another.
Giambi got it geared up for that fastball, boy. Ready, get set, swing, because he knew it was coming. See if he can catch up to this one.
Nope. Strikes him out. Back-to-back strikeouts for Bard. 2 down.
You know you got some cheese when everybody's he's looking for it, seen it the pitch before, says, hit this. Yeah, see ya. What a weapon, huh?
It's got to feel good.
Oh, I love it. When in doubt, just air it out.
2 down here in the 7th inning, and the batter is Kurt Suzuki. He's got 2 hits, been on base 3 times. This one's fouled off. Jordan's Furniture is the furniture and mattress store of the Boston Red Sox. Visit Jordans.com for New England's largest selection of brand name furniture and mattresses, all with Jordan's guaranteed underprice. 2 outs, 7th inning. Kurt Suzuki down in the count, 0-1.
Suzuki had some good at-bats off of John Smoltz tonight. They weren't really bad breaking balls. I thought it's a nice piece of hitting a couple times for Suzuki.
Suzuki's always kind of done a number on the Red Sox in the brief time that he's been with the A's. He's got a 16-game hitting streak now against the Red Sox. Earlier this year in the season series, he was 4 for 13 in the 3-game series against the Red Sox, hitting at .308.
You think he knows he's got a 16-game hitting streak?
Well, it's in the notes, so maybe.
He's all over the
notes before the game.
That's the only way he's going to know.
The 1-2 to right. Baldelli coming in. Makes the catch, and it's a 1-2-3 7th for Bard. 7th inning stretch, 5-0 A's. Time out for Sports Desk Update with Catherine Tappan. The official hospital of the Boston Red Sox asks, what does healthy mean to you? Is it getting your annual checkup, cheering on your favorite team? Healthy is blank. Fill in your blank at bidmc.org.
That's a tough one.
That is.
Don't ever give me that, ever. I did it once.
Multiple choice.
Man, I can hardly get through the Beth Israel part. I'm not kidding.
Bobby Crosby takes over defensively at first base for the A's. Well, Ramirez getting up for the Red Sox as Bard had a 1-2-3 7th inning. Red Sox with work to do as they trail 5-0. David Ortiz leads it off here in the home half of the 7th. Big Papi has popped out to short and struck out looking. We're going to be impressed with Brett Anderson tonight.
Oh, you really do, especially the way he came back after that long inning. Came out with a 4-0 lead, shut him down, 3 punch-outs.
Giving up 2 hits, a single for Jason Bay in the 2nd, single for Nick Green in the 5th. Now Ortiz hits one down the right field line. Ryan Sweeney onto the dirt to make the catch for the first out of the 7th. Ortiz gets under it for out number 1.
I think Ortiz was going to swing wherever that pitch was. He decided 2-0, I'm swinging. Knew he was going to get a fastball and was way out of the zone. You see this pitch, not even close. Look at this. He tries to get the big part of the bat on that ball, just missed it. Really, if that ball was any farther down, he would have crushed it.
Instead, it's out number 1 of the 7th inning. Jason Bay. 1 for 2 and a swing and a miss. With a single back in the second, stole a base, and then he struck out in the fifth. Two pitches with 1 out here in the 7th inning for Brett Anderson. Gray hits a high fly ball to deep right center field. Back goes Hairston. Front of the wall. Hairston can't make the catch. He kicks it around. They will head for third base and get there easily. Hairston and Sweeney back there. Neither can catch it. Hairston had it in the glove, a bobble, a drop, a kick, and he gets charged with an error.
Boy, he went and looked into the air. He's all over the place on this ball. Head bobbing. That's why that ball kicked off of his glove. He was in the wrong place to begin with. He might have lost it a little bit to be out of position like that. He went back on that ball and then had to come over to his left. It was just an ugly play.
A 3-base error. Bay stands at third with 1 out. There's Jason Varitek, who walked in the second, flied out to right in the fifth.
You wonder if Harrison just came off a plane or something, because they just made that move.
Yep, yesterday. Varitek pops it up. Foul ground. Bobby Crosby just into the game. Makes the catch for the second out of the inning. Varitek unable to deliver a run here. 2 down, and Rocco Baldelli coming up. Rocco grounded into a double play in the second inning. Walked in the fifth. Strike 1 to Baldelli.
You're almost looking for Baldelli to run into something right here to make a spark into this offense, kick it in a little bit.
Red Sox against left-handed starters this year are 18-10. Baldelli pops it up. Shallow right field. Ryan Sweeney coming in. Makes the catch. It ends the inning. The error turns out not to be costly. It's 5-0 Athletics. TC, Jim, and Heidi. You'll get the breakdown of all the key plays in this series opener, and you'll hear the live post-game press conferences of Terry Francona and John Smoltz, plus all the reaction from the players from the Red Sox clubhouse tonight. It's all coming up right after the game with TC, Jim, and Heidi. Ramon Ramirez, the new Boston pitcher, as his call to the bullpen is brought to you by New England Ford dealers. Takes over for Daniel Bard, who had a 1-2-3 seventh inning. Ramirez starts the eighth and appears in his 37th game of the year, 2.25 ERA.
You start to see how the games start creeping up. This is his 37th game, the halfway point. That's a lot of games over the course of a year, right? Over 70 appearances. It's a lot.
He was dealt his third loss of the year on Friday. It was his 8th decision of the year. That's a new career high out of the pen. A swing and a miss for Nomar Garciaparra. Down the line at third, knocked down by Youkilis. It's a fair ball as he runs it down. Garciaparra reaches at first base with his second hit of the game.
Uke would have had a tough time getting up and throwing out Nomar on this play. This ball's hit right down the line. You see the second hop comes and kicks away. He gets a glove on it, but really no chance. Even if he would have caught this ball, he would have had to hurry up and try to throw him out.
The pinch runner for Garciaparra. It's like Rajay Davis.
I wonder if they're being careful with Nomar. Had a lot of leg injuries over the course of the last few years.
So the night for Nomar Garciaparra. Rajay Davis at first base to run for him. I remember early on in talking to Bob Guerin when we were in Oakland, that's exactly what he said. They were going to try to be very careful with Nomar. He'd like to have him in the lineup every day, but it just didn't make sense with all the leg injuries that he's had. And he was basically saying that was going to be one of the tougher things for him moving through the year, was to rest Nomar as much as he could. Now, he says that, and then Garciaparra ends up in the DL soon after the Red Sox were there.
So much for that,
yeah.
Right? This whole team, I can see why their defense is kind of iffy when they've got Crosby going to first base sometimes, third base, and he's a shortstop. See Nomar plays first. I think he's played a little third.
So has Crosby.
I mean, they mix and match all over the place. You got Cust out there playing an outfield position, that's just
big outfield.
Big outfield. I mean, that's trouble. That's trouble waiting to happen.
Check on Davis, back to the bag, no throw, 1-1 the count to Scott Hairston.
You know, they don't steal a lot of bags, but Rajay Davis has got the wheels to steal.
He takes off, a swing and a miss, the throw down, and he's safe. Davis steals second base.
Well, that will be his 10th bag of the year, and you know he doesn't play all that much. Decent lead, gets a pretty good jump. Throw's not bad. One hop. Speed just outran that ball.
So in the scoring position, nobody out, 1-2 the count. The newest member of the Athletics. Hairston takes ball 2, 2-2.
Ramirez, he throws everything hard. Hard slider, hard forkball, fastball he gets up there. Lately he's had some trouble. Looking like he's overthrowing here and there. Control problems. But for the most part had a nice year.
Foul ball to short right field. Out goes Green. In comes Baldelli. And Rocco makes the catch for the first out. Davis will stay at second, draw the throw. I was going to ask you that if you saw anything different in Ramirez from when he was going good to what's happened lately for him.
Not really. I think he just when he gets in trouble, I think it's control. I think he overthrows his breaking ball, but he throws everything as hard as he can. Just a different grip when he throws his slider. His slider is 90 miles an hour. His changeup is almost 90 miles an hour, and when he's throwing good, he can throw close to 94 miles, 95 miles an hour. So, and that's all I've ever seen the difference.
Had a great start to the season. Had not given up a run in his first 15 appearances, 15 innings. He's got one out here in the 8th inning. Runner at second base, and Ryan Sweeney, the batter. Started in center field, now the right fielder. And down the count 0-1 as Ramirez gets it up there at 95.
You see that 95? He's got that.
Two more games with the A's and then 4 with the Royals before the All-Star break. All right here on NESN.
You start to look at those appearances. Like I said, this is number 37. You double that, that's 74. And that's a lot of appearances. Most I ever had was 69.
One is blooped down the left field line, backing out of play. 0-2 and a broken bat for Ryan Sweeney. Rajay Davis pinch running for Nomar Garciaparra. Got a hit to begin this inning. Davis at second base now with one out and an 0-2 to Ryan Sweeney. And it's line foul.
Once again, as hard as you can, slider down and in. Everything's hard. Hardly throw a ball 91 miles an hour, let alone a slider.
This one fouled off. We'll do it again. 0-2. Ramirez last worked in game 1 of the series against the Mariners. Which he came in and took the loss, giving up 2 hits and 2 runs in an inning. To left field, struck well. Jason Bay going back at the wall. He leaps and makes the catch in left. To second base and a double play. Jason Bay with some magic in left turns it into a double play. Tigers on top of the Red Sox. It's on to the bottom of the 8th inning. All-Star going to work on Kevin Youkilis in between innings here as we start this bottom of the 8th. There's a play that ended last inning. Question is, did he trap it against the wall?
See, his glove turned around and that ball bounced off the wall and he smothered it. I'm telling you.
We looked at it a bunch.
But look at that one. See his glove spin?
I see what you're saying, but I don't know.
Watch his glove spin around and let the ball hits the wall and then he smothers it. You know what I'm saying? He hit the wall and then he smothered it. See what I'm saying?
I don't know. I know what you're saying. I just don't know if I see it.
Okay. I'm going to let it go because it doesn't matter.
No, well, Bob Guerin thinks it matters. He was out there to argue.
Raja is the one that thought it mattered. I think he smothered it. I don't think he caught it clean. It's like a trap almost.
Yep. Yeah, the glove turned in the wrong direction, or in the right direction as it turned out, because you can't tell.
That's as close as it gets. I think he knows he hit the wall.
And the call made by Andy Fletcher had to go out and make the call. We've watched it like 10 times and still really can't tell. As striking out to begin this inning is Nick Green.
Meanwhile, Anderson is continuing to do dazzle out here. Break a ball down and in. Nick Green flails at it.
New career high for Anderson. He struck out 7 last time out against the Tigers. He's got 8 against the Red Sox. 1 out in the 8th. Aaron Bates, first major league start, called up today from the Pawtucket Red Sox. Takashi Saito is up in the pen. Inside, it's a ball and a strike. Anderson has given up just 2 hits, a single for Bay in the 2nd, a single for Nick Green in the 5th. That's it. 1-1 roll foul, 1-2.
Pitch count 94. He has a chance at throwing this shutout. I don't know if they will let him, but first time he ever pitched in Fenway Park. I'll always remember this one. We've seen a lot of first, haven't we, with pitchers coming in here?
Yes. So the longest outing he's got this year, innings-wise, is 7. And he's done that twice. Strikes out Bates. Back-to-back strikeouts here in the 8th for Anderson. He's got 9 in all. And there's 2 down.
Once again, 2 strikes. I think this is a fastball just down low. Swings over the top of it. Well, he's got it going on.
Two outs for Jacoby Ellsbury, who was 0 for 3 tonight. He's grounded out twice and struck out.
They'd only hit the ball hard once. I can't recall anything really stung. Jason Bay got a base hit, and then Nick Green got jammed and threw it into right field. And Bay, that ball wasn't crushed. I mean, it's just a weird. Not exactly a dynamite lineup for the Red Sox. It's not the best that they can throw out there, obviously.
We walked 2 tonight, 1 in the 2nd inning. Veritek. Baldelli walked in the 5th. As Ellsbury fouls it off himself, is down 1-2.
See where he fouls this thing off. Up above his guard. He needs a guard up all the way to his kneecap is what he needs.
While we have a moment, I want to remind you, coming up after the game, stay tuned for Granite City Electric's Red Sox Final. Email your questions to the NESN.com inbox and NESN.com/final, and TC and Jim will answer the best of them. Plus highlights from the Yankees Blue Jays game this afternoon and a preview of Josh Beckett starting game 2 of the series tomorrow. So coming up after the game on NESN. Beach ball coming out onto the field. Sad ending for the beach ball. 1-2 the count to Jacoby Ellsbury. Back to the mound, and Anderson with a nice pick. Throws out Ellsbury and ends this 8th inning. 5-0 Athletics. Is brought to you by Comcast. The return of Nomar Garciaparra tonight to Fenway Park. Standing ovation lasted a very long time. And then Nomar, part of a 4-run 4th inning, would drive in the first run of the game, scoring Jason Giambi with a single. Later in the inning, a 2-run double for Mark Ellis, batting out of the number 9 spot. As the A's scored 4 times in the 4th, they'd add a run in the 6th. And a tough night for John Smoltz, who goes 6 innings, giving up 5 runs on 10 hits. A's lead it 5-0. They got great pitching tonight from their starter. Brett Anderson, a new career high 8 innings pitched tonight and has 9 strikeouts. Held the Red Sox to just 2 hits. The 4th pitcher of the night for Boston to pitch this top of the 9th inning is Takashi Saito. In his 31st appearance, 2-2 record, 3.45 earned run average. And the opponent hitting a .243 against Saito. He pitched on Saturday, went an inning giving up a run. Walked 3, the bases loaded, and took the loss in Saturday's game against the Mariners after he loaded the bases. Walking 3, gave up a bloop single to Woodward, and the Mariners came away with the win.
And you wonder where that wildness comes from. I mean, this guy came in here, I said it myself, he's a strike machine. That's what people said about him. And it can happen to anybody, you walk the bases loaded, but it just seems very unusual, though, for a guy like him.
Mark Ellis, he saw the double he had moments ago. A 1-for-3 night. This time he goes into right field. Leadoff base hit to begin this 9th. Second hit of the night for Mark Ellis, the 12th hit of the night for the Athletics.
Like he's seeing the ball pretty good is what's happening. This is the guy seeing the ball real good too tonight. A couple of big hits off of Smoltz.
Here's Adam Kennedy with Mark Ellis at first base, nobody out. Kennedy spending the last 2 seasons with the Cardinals. Played 7 seasons with the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim between 2000 and 2006. What's this foul? He's down 0-2.
Well, St. Louis let him go. They had signed him to a 3-year contract. He played 2 years of it, and then they let him go, which is kind of strange because they moved Schumacher, who's an outfielder, to second base. So they needed a second baseman. They had Kennedy, but they still let him go. They had to make a decision on him, and he just didn't play real well for the Cardinals. So he comes over here and just lights it up when he first got over here.
Well, the Cardinals, as their primary second baseman last year, 84 games, saw action in the outfield, also 10 games in the outfield, 3 at first base. Runner goes, the pitch, a ball, the throw is in time. Mark Ellis gunned down by Jason Varitek for the first out of the ninth.
I thought the pitch was a strike. It should have been a strikeout and a throw out. See, you can't really see it from this view. That fastball, I guess, might have been inside, excuse me. And bang, bang there. He's safe. He's really safe. So he's safe there. And that ball is inside.
So Ellis gunned down, according to Tim McClellan, second base umpire, for the first out of the ninth inning. Now 1-2 to Kennedy is outside.
You see the A's running tonight. I mean, they're not really a running team. Looks like everybody wants to run. They'll do anything to score runs.
And Kennedy hooks it into the Red Sox dugout.
It's funny, you know, a stolen base like that, he looked safe pretty easy, don't you think?
Yes, I would
How come
agree.
you don't argue? Because you're winning 5-0?
It's a good question.
You know, if it's a 1-0 game,
You're out there.
Oh yeah. How about you're losing 1-0? They make a call like that.
Even more so.
Oh yeah.
And Bob Guerin was out to argue the play that ended the last inning as to whether or not Jason Bay made the catch in left. To left, here is Bay again, and no doubt this time running onto the warning track. 2 down.
I gotta ask him if he caught that ball. I wonder if he even knows. We've seen enough replays of it. Just heard that noise though. It's like a dunk out there.
Question is the dunk from his knee hitting the wall, or whether it's from the ball that's trapped. That's the question.
We're going to see this replay till the cows come home.
Orlando Cabrera stands in, takes ball 1.
Here we go.
There it is. We slowed it way down.
Okay.
He's got it in the glove, I think.
So there's leather behind the ball, you're saying. Okay. And it didn't bounce.
He hits the wall,
okay,
which is what you hear. So I think we have our answer. But it took a lot to get there.
Okay, I agree right now.
You're on board now.
I wonder if he really knows. He threw his arm up there and it went in his glove.
Then it turned into a double play.
It sure did. If you think about it, it's a spectacular play.
It is.
You know? We just sort of paused for a second, like in disbelief.
When in doubt, you got to wait. 2-1 is in there for strike 2, 2-2. Saito working in the ninth. Red Sox trailing 5-0. They'll have Lugo, Euclid, and Ortiz expected in the bottom of the ninth. In the dirt, and it's a full count. Smoltz went 6, giving up the 5 runs the A's have. Bard in a shutout inning. Ramirez a shutout inning. And Saito has 2 outs with the bases empty here in the ninth. High drive deep left. Orlando Cabrera has left the yard. His 4th home run of the year. Homered yesterday. Homers today. We've gone 44 games without a home run prior to yesterday's solo shot, and he's got another one here in the ninth. It's now 6-0 Athletics.
I'll tell you what, he's seen a lot of breaking balls tonight. From Smoltz, he saw a couple balls that he should have drove. So when he gets this 3-2 breaking ball by Saito, it says hit me all over it. Ball just sits there. This ball is gone, and he knows it. He flips this ball out of here. He doesn't even really move.
Well, Matt Holliday is the batter. Asks for time. Holliday has struck out 3 times after he singled back in the first inning. Now lines one into right field. His second hit of the night. 3 hits in the inning for the A's off Saito.
He doesn't try to pull this ball. Fastball. Decent fastball. Away. Stays back. Drives it to right field. That's how you hit 300. Driving the ball the other way. And he's a lifetime 300 hitter. Way over 300 in Colorado. Probably 320.
Bobby Crosby took over for Jason Giambi defensively at first base. That's for the first time now. 199 average for Crosby. 3 homers, 19 runs batted in. To the left side, into left field, a base hit as Holliday takes second. More hits for the A's.
Seen a lot of bad breaking balls tonight, haven't we?
A lot have been left up.
Right.
And that is now 15 hits for the Athletics against the Red Sox, 4 in this inning. And Saito just trying to get through the 9th. Long wait for Anderson as Brad Ziegler is now up in the pen for the Oakland A's.
Yeah, I almost think you have to go to the bullpen after this long delay. You got to protect this 21-year-old kid's arm.
He's gone the first 8 innings, 9 strikeouts, 8 shutout innings tonight against the Red Sox. Suzuki with a swing and a miss. There's 2 hits tonight, a 2 for 4 showing. It's been a 13-minute wait so far for Brett Anderson. And it's ball 1 to Suzuki. Well, tomorrow night it'll be Josh Beckett. The A's have not yet announced who their starter will be tomorrow night.
That's Anderson over there laughing. I don't think he's going back out.
On the ground towards second, Nick Green. Ends the inning with the A's out a run on the home run by Orlando Cabrera at 6-0. Ford dealers, Dunkin' Donuts, Bermuda Tourism, your Subaru dealers of New England, and by Southwest Airlines. 6-0, the A's on top of the Red Sox. We head to the bottom half of the 9th inning, and it is Brett Anderson who's back out there.
I'm surprised he's out there.
Yep.
He's had a lot of waits, right? Maybe three times he's had to wait 15 minutes or so. You know, nowadays it's not that important to throw a shutout.
102 pitches for Anderson as he starts this 9th inning. Has not had a complete game in his career. Last time the Red Sox had a pitcher throw a complete game shutout against them, we got to go back to James Shields a year ago. For the Tampa Bay Rays, the last Oakland A to do it, Tim Hudson, back in 2003.
How about the last rookie to do it?
I don't have that.
Okay. I knew I was going to stump you on that. I knew it.
I had the two other things, but I don't have that.
Yeah, you see Kennedy over there in between innings. He's not really laughing, but he just seems so comfortable, doesn't he? I'm not chirping with anybody. You see him laughing. I'm not chirping with anybody. I got a shutout. My first shutout in the big leagues.
He's a lefty.
I know, but he's so relaxed. I kind of like that, but I was just, paranoid. I didn't want anything. It's like a jinx, 8-inning shutout.
So you weren't much fun in between innings, is what you're saying.
Well, first of all, he's making history. So when I had it going on for a while, I never did. I don't know about the first one.
He's loose. He's relaxed.
He really is. I guess I kind of like that, but I couldn't be like that. I think every time you smile, baseball gods are going to get you. You got to be serious until it's over.
You got some issues.
I do.
It's the third base. Adam Kennedy's throw is in time for out number 1 in the bottom of the 9th. Anderson has now retired 6 Red Sox in a row.
Well, you got to be impressed with what he's done tonight. Really, nothing really hard hit. The 2 hits, both of them, one of them was a chink. Nick Green got jammed.
This is rip foul. Yuko struck out of the first. He struck out in the 4th. Line out to center in the 6th. To right field. Sweeney coming in, and he puts it away. 2 down in the 9th. I mean, this has been easy for Brett Anderson.
This has been so impressive. I mean, one of the best games of the year. We said that in Baltimore, right? Ferguson pitched the game.
Yes.
Remember, he only went 8 innings. Maybe they should have put him in the 9th inning, right? Left him out there because it was a disaster for Baltimore when they gave up 4.
Well, tonight, Brett Anderson has allowed just 2 hits to the Red Sox, both singles. He has walked 2, struck out 9, and out away from a complete game shutout as David Ortiz takes strike 1.
We're going to find out if a rookie's throwing a shutout. Wasn't the last time a rookie threw a shutout? Nowadays, you don't even throw a shutout ever, let alone a rookie coming in here to Fenway Park, left-hander.
Ground ball right side into the shift. That's the ball game, and Brett Anderson does have a complete game shutout here tonight as he beats the Red Sox. And Dennis, on a night when it was all about John Smoltz and Nomar Garciaparra, really it was about Brett Anderson.
He silently stole the show. I mean, the next thing you know, he got a 4-run lead. He came out and punched out the side. That was impressive. And then you see what he did.